It's week 3 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Ravens and the Blues on Monday Night Prime Time.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Blues of St. Louis taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side, two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And look at this Baltimore defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Howell down to throw it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw again is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. The City a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. It's Howell with another throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Mitchell. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Howell. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Running right through it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson options out left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
Ooh, the juke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
At the 44-yard line.
Jackson now. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A little juke, and shutting him off now open field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. All level now, and 10 apiece as the kick's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And Howe will throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB there, partner. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Now Jackson.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
At the 10-yard line.
Again, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Jackson. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now down to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Howell has his man. That's James. He's up to the 20. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Howell. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Throwing here, Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens.
Back to throw, Howell. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down,
Operating from the gun, Howell. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Looking to throw. Howell. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Sly able to put this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Richie James on the return. They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 27.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Taylor, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jimmy Garoppolo, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up. But
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
First down, Howell to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll run with Mitchell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, there was a trust factor in that call, turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Sly able to put this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Benjamin St. Just on the coverage.
Jackson, option right. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Throw caught by Flowers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a St. Louis first down.
On first down, Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. A good pickup there at 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Howell looking to throw again.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring.
At the 6-yard line.
Another throw for Howell.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Blues have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And Howe will throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here's Howe.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And once more, Howe back to the air.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And now it's third down.
Now Howe. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Howe now to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that can...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Blues will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Sly on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And bulldozing his way through. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
At the 18-yard line. That's the end of the third.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Howell from the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Likely hauls in the quick slant.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 16-yard line.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Now Howell. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the...
And a loose football. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Jackson on the keeper.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deron Payne able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson now. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw caught by Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Connects with Peoples-Jones. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing. Jackson.
Over the middle, it's complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Powell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up.
So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for our visitors, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.